Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. I'm understanding that some patrons are having difficulty viewing the videos over on Patreon. I'm suspecting that it's something to do with your browser because others are watching all the videos I uploaded. I uploaded the video earlier today with the tourist and the tour bus driver. At least one person was having an issue, but it's now resolved. Based on the research I did, if you're having issues watching the videos, for example, if it's saying video unavailable, try and watch it from another browser, for example, Chrome or Firefox or another browser. I can assure you it's not the videos because others are watching them. Check out your browser, alright? Now, PNL Patreon family, enough respect. Thanks for the support. Today's video is brought to you by Forro's Auto Imports. They are located at Torrington in the parish of Westmoreland. Check with Forro for the best in new and used motor vehicles from both Japan and the United States of America. At Forro's Auto Imports, they have on the lot right now Toyota Axio, Toyota Voxy, Toyota Vitz, Honda Stepwagon, BMW and a lot more. And there will be more motor vehicles coming in to the lot later this month. If you want to deal with a car dealer who is trustworthy, dependable and a car dealer with integrity, look no further. The numbers are on the bottom of your screen. Call or WhatsApp Forro today. I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Keep on checking out some of the motor vehicles on Forro Auto Imports lot until we start today's journey. First up, I carried a story yesterday. It was about a man named Ian Pierce. He's from Namprel Road in the Negril area in the parish of Westmoreland. Ian Pierce, he was arrested and charged for fraudulent conversion. The allegations I outlined yesterday was that a businessman gave him over 9,000 United States dollars to purchase a truck. That money was allegedly given to him from last year, but up until now, the truck has not been delivered. Neither has the money been refunded. As a result, Ian Pierce, he was arrested and charged. Now, I was contacted by Ian Pierce last night. We had a long chat. And based on the conversation we had and the documents he showed me, the question is, was he rightfully charged? Or, according to how he put it, is big links at play? I have seen evidence to suggest that the truck that Ian was given the money to purchase, it was purchased and is on the wharf in Kingston, and according to him, the businessman is refusing to pay the additional fees. Ian will be going to the courts next week. So let's see how this one will turn out, because he feels that when all the evidence is placed before the court, he will be exonerated. And Ian, Ian, listen to me now. It's not because, according to you, the man is too big why I'm afraid to call his name. You see, over here so, we don't call the names of complainants or witnesses in a case before the courts. Alright? Now, Ian, based on what you showed me, you have a good defense. I am wishing you all the best. Alright? This next incident is sad indeed. It took place at the UDC football field on Howard Cook Boulevard in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. It took place on Saturday afternoon, April 29, about 4 o'clock. Listen this now. We are learning that a man, his name is Mr. Earl Thorpe, but he's popularly known as Early B. He's said to be in his early 60s, and he lived at Catherine Hall in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are learning that Early B, he was a man who loved his liquor. He's said to be always under his waters. Well, Saturday afternoon, Early B, he was at the UDC football field. He was doing what he knows best, drinking rum and water. We are told that a bushfire broke out and persons including Earl B. They assisted in putting out the bushfire. After the fire was put out, Earl B. he went and lay down on the ground, stating that he was feeling tired. We are told that Earl B. he fell asleep on the ground and that was the last sleep he took. Persons tried to wake him sometime later, but all efforts proved futile. The police were called and Earl B. he was sent to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was officially pronounced DEAD. We are told that no mark of violence was seen on Earl B's body and a post-mortem examination will be done to say what is the real cause of death. Sad indeed. And still on the Howard Cook Boulevard in Montego Bay, I carried a story on Monday, April 17, and I told you about an incident that took place earlier in the morning, about 4 o'clock. It took place at the Fisherman's Beach on Howard Cook Boulevard in Montego Bay. I told you that some fishermen, they make up some makeshift beds and they sleep on the Fisherman's Beach. One of those fishermen is Mr. Cornelius Adolphus Augustus Spence, but he was popularly known as Raggi. Raggi was 54 years old and we are getting reports that Raggi, he was the enforcer for the beach. You know what that means? Yeah man, it means that Raggi, he used to run off the beach. I told you that Raggi, he was fast asleep on his makeshift bed on the beach when a white Nissan AD wagon motorcar drove up and stopped. A man who is known, he came out of the car. But what I didn't tell you is that this man, he's called Pastor or Christian. It is said that Pastor, he came out of the AD wagon and he went over to where Raggi was sleeping. The allegations are that Pastor, he pulled a knife and him deal with Raggi wicked. It is alleged that him stabbed Raggi several times to his face, his neck and his chest. Pastor, he then ran off and jumped back into the Nissan AD wagon motorcar and drove away, making good his escape. But guess what? Pastor, he did not know that he was seen by someone. The police were called and Raggi, he was seen with his head hanging off the makeshift bed. From all indication, he died on the spot. The police, they were immediately told that it was Pastor who killed Raggi. Pastor, he was eventually picked up by the police. Now, his correct name is Jason James. He is 25 years old and he is said to be a customer service representative. He is living at Glendevon in the parish of St. James. We are told that over the weekend, Pastor, he was placed on an ID parade where he was positively identified as the hoodlum who killed Raggi. As a result, he was charged for murder and he'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next story, so yesterday, I told you about the killing of that man on your screen. His name is Oswald Ronald Henry, but he was popularly known as GunDawg. I had said yesterday that he was in his late 20s, but he's older than that. Just last month, on April 1, GunDawg celebrated his 40th birthday. He was a robot taxi operator and he lived at Caldwell District in the parish of Hanover. We are trying to find out why they called him GunDawg, but we couldn't find out. However, we are learning that he was given that name from a very young age. We are also learning that that name did not define him. He was said to be a very hard-working man who was always on the hustle. What we are learning is that GunDawg, he was the taxi driver for family members of someone who is involved in the ongoing conflict in the general area. He used to carry that family to and from supermarket and pick up and drop off the kids at school, etc. We are told that when the conflict heat up, GunDawg, he told them that he was gonna stop carrying them because he didn't want to be targeted by the other side. It is being theorized that that's why GunDawg was killed. Well, Sunday night, April 30, about 9:30, GunDawg was on the hustle. GunDawg parked his car at Old Green Island. He was sitting under the guango tree awaiting passengers to take them to Caldwell when he was attacked and killed by hoodlums. GunDawg, he received gunshot wounds to his upper body. The police were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 8 9mm Spence shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. In the final story for today, this one took place yesterday afternoon, Monday, May 1, about 2 o'clock. It took place on the Gilbert housing scheme at Brayton Meadows in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. We are learning that 4 men, they were at a car wash on the housing scheme when they were approached by 3 hoodlums who were armed with handguns. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire on the 4 men, hitting all 4 of them. A 26-year-old man, popularly known as Flex, he received gunshot wounds to the right side of his chest. A 22-year-old man, popularly known as JJ, he received gunshot wounds to the left side of his head. A 28-year-old taxi driver known as Andre, he received gunshot wounds to his back, and a man who is said to be in his mid-20s. His name is Kashmore, but he was popularly known as KashMan. He received gunshot wounds to his head. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot in the area. The men were rushed to nearby hospitals where KashMan, he was pronounced DEAD, and the other 3, they were admitted in serious conditions. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 26 9mm Spence shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood